Hey everyone, welcome to Do-It-Yourself E-Liquid Recipes. I'm John, and for this video I have prepared something different. I'm gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna answer some questions that have been asked over the last 4 months, and I will just answer them while making a recipe for me to vape later. I will be making a Kit Kat. I have the recipes, one of the earlier ones. I'll just be making 5 milliliters to give to my brother to try it out. So I have some questions here. I'm gonna answer. If you want to ask any questions or just anything in general, you can just ask it with a comment in this video, and I will try to include your question in the next Q&A mixing video that I will do. I only have picked about 8 or 9 questions for today while I'm mixing it, and I will start here with the first one, which is, can you mix with pure aromas? Yes, you can mix with pure aromas, and what I mean with that, pure aromas usually will be something like acetyl paraffin, or maybe butyric acid for cream, or acetone for butter, or ethyl vanillin for a vanilla type of flavor. So you can use those. Usually the Flavor Apprentice sells a bunch of different flavorings you can get, or aromas actually, but it's very difficult to make recipes from scratch just with aromas. You need to use very little of them, and not only that, it's very hard to find a way to blend them together and make them work like it would happen with something pre-mixed. For example, you can never just mix butyric acid with a little bit of acetone and make a cream. There's other things that you need to put in there. So unless you have a very long experience in with making perfumes, or maybe a past in organic chemistry or something like that, not something so specific, but as long as you have some experience, I wouldn't try starting with pure aromas, since there's so many actual pre-made flavors from professionals. So it would make more sense to buy flavors, and then if that doesn't give you the profile that you want, maybe then yeah, start experimenting with actual aromas. And next question would be, can you do more coffee videos? I would like a cappuccino. Yeah, coffee videos are something weird. It's very hard to make a good coffee e-liquid. You could make something like a cappuccino or French vanilla, but the main ingredient to be something like coffee, or the main profile to be coffee. It's really hard to make a decent recipe. So I will try to make maybe a French vanilla, but as black coffee or as espresso comes, I think the recipe I have posted would be the best approach I would have at this moment, at least, on coffees. Which is not bad. It's 2 recipes in one video, so you can try either one and maybe adjust them later on. But yeah, that'll be starting point. I might make a cappuccino though. That's a good idea. And yeah, that'll be definitely a good idea, cappuccino or French vanilla. So next one would be, how do you feel about FlavorWest? You don't use their flavor much in your videos. Yeah, FlavorWest. FlavorWest is great. A lot of people think because it's cheap, or one of the cheaper ones, that FlavorWest is not good, or because you have to use a lot of them, is not a good company. The truth is, they're a very good company, and they have some flavors that are very spot on, like the butterscotch and caramel lines are really good. They have a nice candy, like colas, drinks, and stuff like that. They're very good lines. Peach, and maybe the banana. The banana is one of the best ones. So yeah, I use them. It just doesn't happen to come around often in a recipe. But I use them, and they're definitely one of the best ones out there. They deserve their reputation. They deserve all the positive things that's been said about them. So yeah. Okay, next one. What is this? Okay. Next one would be, why you only use these 2 mods? Why I only use these 2 mods? Like this one. This one is a mod, and then the other one is back there. Why using only 2? The reason is not something specific about this mod, but is the tank, or more likely the coil. This coil here, I just like how it vapes. It vapes really tight. It reminds me of a cigarette, and not only because I like smoking cigarettes, but because I'm so used to that type of draw, I can taste the flavor much better. It's weird to explain, but yeah, I've tried higher wattage or bigger or coils or more expensive atomizers or RDAs. My father has a really powerful RDA he usually daily drives. I can't vape them. There's too much vape for me. I know I would get used to them if I try and do it for a couple days, but I don't see a reason, at least not yet. Right now I'm vaping the banana boat recipe. It's still in the tank from the last video. Let me vape some. Yeah, this banana is amazing. I really like this recipe. Unfortunately, I can't do a second video about the same recipe, but yeah, if I could, I would make a part 2, even though I don't have any changes on this recipe. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, I like how they vape. I'm used to them. I like the taste mainly, so I don't see a point moving to something else unless they make something similar. But they make a version 2 of this coil. I would like to try that, but as of now, it vapes fine for me. So moving on, do you have a favorite cream? Favorite cream? Favorite cream? I would say, okay, yeah, I actually do. I'm gonna say I actually have 2 favorite creams. They're interchangeable, but they're good for their own reason, each one, but both are amazing. Okay, so my 2 favorite creams, Vienna cream from Flavor Art, and Bavarian cream from the Flavor Apprentice. Those are the two top, and it sucks to say those are the 2 top since Flavora has some really good creams. Capella makes some decent creams too. But yeah, the Bavarian cream and Vienna cream, I think they're the best 2 creams. And if you want to buy a huge bottle of anything, I wouldn't hesitate in buying any of either. 120 ml of either Bavarian cream or Vienna cream, you would use that. If you like creams, that would get used very quickly. So yeah, definitely recommend these 2. Moving on, I need to keep making that recipe. Okay, moving on. Do you have... Oh no, different one. Do you like mint flavors? You don't seem to use them often. Mint flavors? No, actually I don't like mint flavors. And I have a video about mint, or the After 8 mint chocolate cookie, which I don't like even the cookie. But it was a really good recipe that I came up with. I tweaked it a little bit, and then it surprised me. It tasted really good, and it tasted really close to it. So I had to release it because I know a lot of people like that one. So yeah, I don't really like mints. They're not bad. I don't know. They taste weird to me. So yeah, they're fine. I just don't like them much. I might try to do another mint video though, because they're very popular, it seems. Okay, next one is, can you do live streams like other channels do? Or maybe live mixing like other channels do. I don't know. I'm not gonna say no forever. Actually, that's never. So I'm not gonna say never, but not anytime in the near future. I don't have many things to say live. It would be kind of boring since you all be looking at the fish thing and me mixing for half an hour or an hour. So I don't see that being interesting enough to do live mixing. But maybe what I'm doing right now will probably be closest to something as a live podcast. I'm putting some propylene glycol now. Put too much in it, so yeah, I need to add more flavors to adjust that mix now. Okay, so yeah, maybe in the future I might do some, but yeah, Q&A might be something I do maybe once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks, but that would be the closest thing to a live stream, and you don't have to tune in on a specific hour. You can just watch it whenever you find your time. I'll just upload it. You can ask me some question. Maybe I'll respond to your own question. I'll give you a shout out too. But yeah, that will be for now. And then one more question. Is that your fish? This fish. Yes, that's my fish. I'm not renting it. It's a betta fish and it's about maybe 6 months old now. I had different ones, but this is a recent fish, 6 months old in a brand new aquarium. I never had a betta fish, just a bit in the single 10-gallon aquarium before, so he seems to be doing okay. So yeah, that's my fish. The next question would be, how do you feel about PG? How do you feel about propylene glycol? Well, how do I feel about it? I have no issue about it. I don't understand why so many people think. Maybe if you actually have an actual allergy, or maybe you're sensitive to it, okay, I understand it. But I think it's like gluten-free diet. It's fine. I like it. It carries the flavors That's what we vape for. At least that's why I vape for, mainly for the flavor. So you need something to carry the flavors. Not that vegetable glycerin doesn't do that, but it adds some sweetness, and you also need to add a lot of vegetable glycerin flavorings. So propylene glycol is fine. There's no side effects, at least not yet. It gives a good throat hit, and it thins out the juice too. So yeah, it helps the evaporation. It helps when you vape it. And I try to use at least 20%, or it depends on the recipe, but at least 20% to deliver the flavor. You need to taste what you make, otherwise it's a waste. You could just vape vegetable glycerin. If you're gonna vape 90 or 95% of it, might as well make it 100. I know a lot of people won't agree to this, but yeah, I'm generalizing. But yeah, that's my idea about that. Okay, so we have one more question, and I would finish this since it's getting a little long and you might get bored. But yeah, leave your questions. As I said, I know I'm repeating myself. If you have any questions, or maybe it doesn't exactly have to be about vaping. Okay, so I'm adding some banana, and I'm done with this one. And I'm gonna put, I guess, the glycerin off camera since I'll put too much. Anyways, yeah. TPA banana, not TPA banana ripe. I think it's a new one, maybe. Just banana. Really like it. It's good. You need to use a lot of it, but it's really good. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap up. Thank you for watching again. Hopefully I kept you some company, and maybe you heard some new information, or maybe you heard my opinion about some information you're wondering about it. I will make a video again in 2 days. It will be about hazelnuts. I'll just do maybe 2 or 3 videos about just hazelnuts. I know it sounds boring, but it will be more interesting when you see it coming out. It won't just be about hazelnuts. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, or thank you for watching actually, and I will see you again next time.